All right, we get back to the draft. And socialism is a bad word in America, and the National Football League is rife with it. One of the ways that socialism exhibits itself in the NFL, if you're bad, you get dibs on trying to be better. The worst gets to go first, and it works its way all the way down to the Super Bowl champion. Tanking is real. And you know what? Before we get to that, it occurred to me yesterday. This year, as we get closer to the end of the season,
yes.
Devin and I touched on this the other day.
Right.
It's going to be worse than ever. The sink to the bottom. Oh, we're not tanking. We're not tanking. We want to see how our fourth-string quarterback looks. The sink to the bottom for Arch Manning is going to be disgusting this year, and they're not going to be able.
Right.
They're not. They can. And I bet there's going to be memos from the league office. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And really, think about all the teams in the NFL with Manning ties, and there's a chance they could be three of the teams in the mix: Giants, Colts, Saints. All three of them, when you look at it going into the season, there's a chance the wheels come off for each of them, and they just decide halfway through the season, let's just go with it, because we might get Arch Manning.
Well, that's another reason up here, I think, if you talk to a lot of Giants fans where they're like, we don't want a quarterback this year. Let's just wait for Arch Manning next year. There is that thought up here. I mean, all the time. It's not a thought. It's a real thing up here in the Northeast as far as New York Giants fans are concerned. So I hear you there. And then you couple that with the Patriots and the Giants got burned by winning games late in the season last year. That certainly affected their ability to be where they want. And by all due accounts, by anybody you talk to in the league, the Giants have called up about the number one pick for Cam Ward and all that. So, yeah, I hear you, Mike. I think there's a little more it's going to be more prevalent, more of a thing, unless there's like the Patriots thing, right? That's where it's hard to stop. Coach fighting for his life who hasn't been told that he's being fired, even though the organization apparently, as we know, knew they were going to fire him, but he wins the game because he's not sure. Or he knows he's going to get fired and he's going to stick it to the team like Gerard Mayo might have. I don't know. But either way, he wasn't going down without a fight, and he wins. And those are the scenarios that'll maybe screw some teams up from tanking a little bit.
And the other wrinkle there was the Bills had no interest in winning.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
right.
They started Mitch Trubisky and then rested him for the postseason in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Once the Patriots took a lead, 17-16, I believe.
Something like
Mike
that.
White.
Right.
Mike White, Jets legend, for about a week. Mike White entered the game, and that was that. There's another team, too, that there's been some chatter that could be entering the race to the bottom. I can't imagine that Jerry Jones would ever embrace this, but there's been some talk. And maybe that's just a way to explain why the Cowboys have done what they've done this year. We'll see who they have when the draft is come and gone. And I don't know that they'll be so bad that they'd even be in contention.
Yeah, right.
But they're going to be closer to the bottom than the top this year, by all appearances. I don't know. I mean, we've gotten used to the idea that Brian Schottenheimer's the head coach, but I remember how I felt when that happened. It's like, are they not trying to win? What's going on here? I mean, no disrespect to Brian Schottenheimer, but nobody was talking about him being a head coach anyway. There have been 6-7 openings this year. It's not like he was being interviewed here, there, and everywhere. So there will be multiple teams. And as we get closer and closer to the end of the season, I think there will be a vibe in multiple cities to just go with it. And in Tennessee, I don't think they had much of a say in the matter last year. I think the tanking there was naturally. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.